Class, welcome to part 3 of your connective tissue lecture. In this lecture class, we will going to tackle the classification of your connective tissues and also the supporting tissues. Let's begin. So this is the classification of your connective and your supporting tissues. So first, we have the connective tissue proper. We have the loose or areolar connective tissue. We also have the dense irregular connective tissue and the dense regular connective tissue. Here, class, we already talked about the mesenchyme, so we're going to talk about mucoid connective tissue later. And the specialized class, we're going just to have sneak peek about reticular. And these uh, four class, we have a separate discussion for them on the next chapters. So, particularly, ang kailangan lang po natin dito is this one. Okay, tatlong to. The mucoid already have discuss this one and also ito pong reticular. Okay. Okay, so class, you also have your table 5-6 in your book. Please put in highlight on table 5-6. Again, ito po ay classification of your connective or supporting tissues. As you can see class, naputol po yan, pinutol ko siya because on the table 5-6 meron din adipose tissues, merong blood, merong bone, and meron ding mga cartilage. Again, nakalagay lang po doon si chapter ganito, si chapter ganyan. So, hindi po siya importante in this discussion, in this part. So, ang importante lang po is this first part. Okay, the connective tissue proper, the embryonic connective tissue, and the specialized connective tissues. Okay, ano pong papatandaan ko sa inyo dyan? Almost lahat po, pero more likely ang pinakagusto kong tandaan ninyo dyan ay ang kanilang major function and also examples. Because the general organization, they have given it to you on your laboratory. No? Pero if you want to um, much further detail of them, you can also have this general organization. Pero in the lecture, ang more likely na kailangan ko na alam ninyo is the major function of this connective tissue proper and also examples kung saan sila makikita. Okay? Because this one, okay, madalas po ito makikita ninyo sa inyong laboratory. Okay? So, mahirap siyang i-describe class kaya sa laboratory siya madalas mas kailangan yung tignan or malaman kung anong itsura nila. Okay? The first type of connective tissue that we're going to discuss on the connective tissue proper is the loose or the areolar connective tissue. These loose or areolar connective tissues are moderately abundant and loosely interwoven. So, loose connective tissue is common, forming a layer beneath the epithelial lining of many organs and spaces between fibers of muscle and nerves. They are also called areolar tissue because they typically contains cell fibers and ground substance in roughly equal parts. Ang mga composition po niyan ng inyong areolar connective tissues or loose connective tissue are collagen, wait lang po, collagen, elastic, and reticular fibers. Okay. Yan po class yung more likely na meron yung inyong mga loose or areolar connective tissues. And your loose and areolar connective tissues as well are flexible and not very resistant to stress. Okay? So, again, nung nakaraan po, yung mga flexible and not resistant to stress because collagen predominates your loose areolar connective tissues. Collagen is flexible but not resistant. Okay? Not elastic. Okay? And also, the most widespread of the connective tissues. Bakit po? It supports the epithelial parenchyma of your major organs, as well as the tissue to which blood vessels are distributed. So, more likely kapag meron pong loose or areolar connective tissue, nandun din daw po ang inyong mga blood vessels. And also, they occupies the spaces around and between the muscles, and also they underlie the mesothelium of your body cavities. So, meron pong figure 5-19 Okay, tingnan nyo po doon. More likely, yan po ang inyong connective, loose or areolar connective tissue. Also, you will have more of your loose areolar connective tissue na itsura on your laboratory. Aside from your loose, we are now going to the dense connective tissues. Your dense connective tissue has a similar components to your loose connective tissue, but with fewer cells. Mostly fibroblasts lang daw po, and clear predominance of type 1 bundle collagen over the ground substance. The abundance of collagen here is to protect the organs and strengthens them structurally. So again, there are very abundant fibrous components na collagen and relatively few cells. Ang meron lang daw po ay fibroblasts. Again, fibroblast and type 1 collagen for structure and protection of your connective tissues. There are two different types of your connective tissue based on their arrangement. We have the irregular, dense irregular connective tissue, and also the dense regular connective tissue. Dense irregular connective tissue, makikita nyo dito class na yung mga tissues na yan. Oo, bundle sila ng collagen fibers, pero parang lang silang sinapak lang doon. Okay? Yung itsura nila parang sinapak lang. Okay? However, they provide resistance and stress from all directions. So, resistance to stress from all directions. Kahit magulo po sila, kayang-kaya nilang mag-stand sa stress in all directions. And ang pinaka-major examples daw po ng inyong irregular connective tissues ay yung deep dermis layer. Okay? And capsules surrounding your most organs. Dense, irregular, and loose connective tissues are often closely associated, with two types grading into each other, and making description between them is somewhat arbitrary. So, hindi daw po natin ma-distinguish kung ano yung loose, kung ano yung sa dense, irregular connective tissue. Pero most likely, sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, marami pong cells si loose connective tissue. Marami siyang cells. Pero itong mga connective tissue nyo, the dense irregular connective tissues ninyo, more likely marami silang collagen and ang meron lang po sa kanilang cells predominantly ay fibroblasts. So class, again, the collagen bundle fibers in your dense irregular are randomly oriented. So wala po silang specific pattern, gulo-gulo po sila. Gulo-gulo yung mga collagen fibers dyan. On the next slide, makikita po natin yung itsura nila. And then, found in the dermis of the skin. So, class, please take note of this everything. Dermis of the skin, capsules of the spleen, liver, and the lymph nodes, capsules around joints, tunica albuginea of your testis. So again, once na nagpunta po tayo ng testis, makikita natin yung inyong dense irregular connective tissue. The dura mater of your brain and also the sheets of your nerves and tendons. Again, class, pakitandaan po ang mga to. Ito yung pinaka-importante in your lecture. Saan sila nakikita? Okay, class. So this figure 5-19 gives us the picture of your loose connective tissue and in comparison with your dense irregular connective tissue. As you can see po, this picture, those labeled with D is your dense connective tissue. So, ayan po ang itsura po ng inyong dense irregular connective tissue. Yes, they are wavy class. Okay, they are wavy. However, you can see these swirls. Okay. Yung mga swirl po na yan is also one of the characteristics of your dense irregular connective tissues. Okay. Swirling. Like this one, ito po yung pinakamakikita ninyo. That your letter C figure has this what we call swirling. Okay. Fibers po siya, pero makikita ninyo yung bilog-bilog ng itsura ng kanyang arrangement. And also here po, kung mapapansin ninyo sa part na to, ayan ang inyong dense irregular connective tissue. Same here. Okay? Hindi po siya uh, firmly na naka-pleat or naka-stable na wavy regular na katulad ng yung pagka-wavy niya is pwedeng bumabalik ko, pwedeng hindi dire-diretso. Hindi siya uniformly kung ano yung itsura ng taas, yun din yung itsura ng baba. Okay, so they are what we call our dense irregular connective tissues. Would be your dense regular connective tissue. Again po, ang mga more likely, ang mga fiber na meron dyan ay ang inyong collagen fibers or type 1 collagen bundles and also your fibroblasts. Pero class, please be reminded that your dense regular connective tissues are aligned in parallel. So kung ito po yung isa, ito po yung susunod. Okay? They are very uniformly aligned. Okay? And meron po silang wavy na itsura. Okay? Yun po yung tandaan nyo, class. Wavy ang itsura ng mga dense regular connective tissues ninyo. They can be they can be mistaken as your smooth muscle. Pero more likely po ang inyong mga dense regular connective tissue, medyo burahin ko lang to. So, in reality class, ang itsura ng mga yan ay paganito. Okay? So, yung mga class ko sa ANAFI, tinatawag nila yan corn beef daw. Okay. Pero kung papansin niyo class, ang itsura po ng inyong mga dense regular connective tissue ay parang wavy na buhok na inilatag nyo lang sa inyong mga cells. And anong function ng mga dense regular connective tissue? They are for great resistance to prolonged and repeated stresses in the same direction. So, paano po or bakit ganun yung ano niya, yung pinaka ano niya? Because ang mga meron pong dense regular connective tissue is your tendons. Okay, your tendons such is such in figure 5-20, makikita ninyo cords connecting muscle to bone. So muscle to bone. So ibig sabihin, mas more likely ano sila, connection. So 'di ba pag ginagalaw niyo po ang inyong mga muscle at inyong mga bones, syempre talagang gagalaw po yung mga tendons na yan. So maraming stress na nangyayari po sa inyong tendons. Okay, kaya dense regular connective tissue sila. Also your aponeurosis, para daw po siyang mga sheet-like tendons. And also your ligaments. Ligaments ay nagbabind po sa inyong mga skeletal system. So kung tendon more likely nakikita po sila sa inyong muscle to bone. Ang inyong namang ligament, kapag nakakain na po kayo ng legs ng inyong manok, 'di ba? Sa manok, yung legs ng manok, yung madalas na napuputol tapos merong white tingi doon na kinakain tapos malambot. Those are your ligaments. Okay, they hold together your skeletal system. Kaya din daw po tayo tawag dito. Kaya din tayo tiklop ng ating mga buto is because of that ligament. Okay. They are consist entirely of packed parallel collagen fibers separated by little ground substance. So, konti lang kasi class yung mga ground substance nila. Hindi katulad nung loose kanina, meron pang kaunting mga ground substance doon. Pero dito, class, little yung ground substance nila. And they're having few blood vessels. These inextensible structures are white. White lang po sila in their fresh state. Kaya nga glass, kung mapapansin niyo yung sa manok, puti lang yung puti yung pinaka itsura. Pero pag nakita niyo po siya under the microscope and na-stain na sila, they are pink. Okay. So ano pa po ang inyong mga dense regular? Ulitin ko lang that they are oriented parallel to one another or in ordered arrangement. Talagang makikita nyo sa class, yung mga fibers niya wavy, tapos patong-patong sila. Makikita nyo nga po sila sa inyong mga tendons na nagko-connect sa muscle to bone, your aponeurosis connecting muscle to muscle or muscle to muscle, and your ligaments connecting your bone to bone. So pag tendons, muscle to bone, aponeurosis, muscle to muscle, ligaments, bone to bone. And also makikita rin daw po sila sa cornea ng inyong mga mata. Okay? Ayan, as you can see class, this is a picture of your dense regular connective tissue. Kung makikita nyo po sila, ayan class. 'Di ba? Ang ayos nilang tignan. So kung parang meron kayong nakalimutan ko yung term doon. Yung parang gusto nyo na maayos lahat. Yon. Ayan. ang ganyan niyang tignan, masaya siyang tignan kaysa doon sa loose. Kasi ang gulo-gulo, kung ano-anong spiral na makikita ninyo, di ba? So, these are your dense regular connective tissue. So, para siyang nakaayos lang. And, please take note that itong mga to, wavy sila. Okay, wavy po yan. Ayan o, tingnan ninyo. Parang umaalon-alon yung itsura nila. Okay. Mukha siyang waves. Okay. So, kung mapapansin niyo hindi po sila, kung mapapansin niyo class, kung nakakita na kayo, o kung nakakain na kayo ng bacon, di ba yung mga bacon, yan yung itsura nila. No, isipin niyo parang bacon, si dense regular connective tissue. Pero, hindi po mga taba or fats yung nakikita natin dyan. More on fibers. Okay, so para siyang mga sinulid na wavy na pinagpatong-patong at pinagparallel to each other. Kaya mukha siyang bacon or yung iniihaw natin sa samgyup. Okay? Yan po ang inyong dense regular connective tissues. So class, this is a variant type of your loose connective tissue. So tapos na po tayo sa inyong main connective tissue proper. So ngayon class, nandito na tayo sa mga variant types. Variant types is yung mga loose connective tissue din sila pero hindi sila ganon hindi sila ganon or ibang collagen yung meron sa kanila. Hindi po yung collagen na meron sa inyong loose connective tissue. So, the reticular connective tissue is characterized, o ito yung una, characterized daw po by the abundance of your type 3. Type 3 collagen. So, ayan. Medyo lagyan ko lang na emphasis. Type 3 collagen daw po ang meron sa mga reticular connective tissues na yan. At nagpo-form po sila ng delicate network that supports various types of your cell. Meron din daw po silang tinatawag na reticulin. Yung collagen na yon, tawag daw po doon ay reticulin and produced modified fibroblast na tinatawag na reticular cells. Okay, reticular cells. So si reticulin, itong mga collagen na to, yung collagen type 3 na meron siya, ang tawag daw po ay reticulin. Tapos, yung reticulin na yan, napoproduce daw po ng modified fibroblast na tinatawag na reticular cells. Okay? Huwag pong kakalimutan. These reticular cells are stellate with slender radiating processes. At saan sila madalas nakikita? Sa bone marrow of the spleen, sa lymph nodes, and sa thymus. The loose disposition of glycosylated regular reticular fibers provides a framework and specialized microenvironments for cells in hematopoietic tissue and some lymphoid organs. Kaya po makikita ninyo, bone marrow, lymph nodes, and spleen. The resulting cell line system create a meshwork for the passage of leukocytes and lymph. So yung itsura daw po nila parang network pero kayang-kayang pumasok ng mga leukocyte and ng lymph. Lymph is like your blood na tumadaloy po sa inyong lymph nodes or sa inyong lymphatic system. Macrophages and dendritic cells are also dispersed within these reticular tissues to monitor cells formed there and passing through and remove debris. So, ayan nga po, yung mga reticular tissues na yan, makikita din po daw dyan yung inyong mga macrophages and your dendritic cells para daw po mag-monitor ng cell form doon and also to pass through and remove debris. Okay. So, class, ito po in your figure 5-21, makikita ninyo ang inyong mga reticular tissues. Okay. Reticular tissues or reticular cells, reticular cells, yan daw po ang nagbibigay sa inyo ng type 3 collagen na reticulin. Okay, so they are stellate, 'di ba? Pare-pareho lang po sila. Almost stellate lang sila, katulad ng inyong mga fibroblasts. Pero ito, ang reticular fibers nito or reticulin or reticular cells, more likely ang napoproduce po nito ay reticulin. Okay, to form your reticular tissue. And dito po sa kabila, mapapansin ninyo class, yung mga black lines daw po are your reticular fibers. Okay. Reticular cells are also heavily stained. So, ayan, yung mga black po na yan, wait lang, kuha ka ng pointer. Ito class, yung mga black na yan, those are your reticular cells. Okay, reticular cells. Ito po, itong mga to. Ito sila, yung mga black na stained na yan. And then yung gilid-gilid nila, itong mga parang black na sinulid dito or hair-like substances are your reticular tissue. So are also they are argyrophilic or more likely silver stained po sila. Okay, yung mga yan. So this is the last variant type that we're going to discuss, class, the mucous connective tissue. So mucous connective tissue is a principal component of your umbilical cord, which is referred to as your Wharton jelly. So ayan po, ayan, common in the embryo, principal component of your umbilical cord na tinatawag nga nating Wharton jelly. The presence of large amount of amorphous grad substance that is rich in hyaluronic acid. So again, class, meron din po siyang hyaluronic acid. San ulit yung may mga maraming hyaluronic acid? Your hyaluronic acid is also part of your glycosaminoglycans. Tama, alala ninyo, glycosaminoglycans. Ang mga cells daw po nito ay fibroblast and also may mga konting macrophages. Dahil nga nasa embryo lang ito ng inyong common in the embryo and also principal component of your umbilical cord, rare lang po siya sa adults, yung mga mucous connective tissues na yan. So, sinong mga adult lang yung meron mga ganyan? Siyempre po yung mga buntis. Kasi sila yung may umbilical cord. Okay? So, ang itsura daw po nila ay gelatinous. So, pag nakakain na kayo ng gelatin or yung gulaman, ganun daw po yung itsura ng inyo mucous connective tissues. And however, meron daw po silang sparse na collagen fibers and scattered na fibroblasts, such as in your figure 5-22. Meron din daw po yan, itong mga stem cells na to ay regenerative daw po, being studied to paging potential regenerative medicine. And also, they are mucoid connective tissues similar to the tissue found in your vitreous chambers of the eyes and pulp cavities of your young teeth. Okay, class, your figure 5-22 of your tissues or um your book give us the itsura of your mucoid tissue or the Wharton jelly. As you can see, class, ito po yung itsura ng inyo Wharton jelly or ng mucoid tissue. Okay. So, nakikita po din nyo dito na marami pong fibroblast, itong nakaitim na to. Okay. And then, meron po silang mga ECM and collagen. So, ayan po, mga collagen po yan. Yung white naman po na yan, yan is your hyaluronan. And on this part po, this is your placental cord. So, mapapansin ninyo, ito po yung placental artery, the allantoid, the placental vein, and the whole thing here is the Wharton jelly. Okay, so again po, rare po siya sa adults. Hindi po siya makikita sa mga adults masyado. Siyempre, siguro makikita lang natin yan sa inyong or sa mga adults pag meron pong buntis. Okay, kasi the Wharton jelly is what? Seen in the umbilical cord. So, kapag merong buntis, for sure, meron silang Wharton's jelly. So, class, yay, congratulate yourself. You have already reached the end of the discussion for our connective tissue proper. So, next topic would be adipose tissues. So, please stand by. Next part of the discussion would be chapter 6, adipose tissues.